St. George and Cedar City crowds unstifled during nationwide policy protests. Dixie High School's new teen center aims to address hidden problem of student homelessness. And your local weather forecast coming up with highs, lows, and everything you need to know for the days ahead.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. Police in Washington City have arrested an Ivins man accused of running a fraudulent vacation rental scam. Matthew Liutahi Tanuvasa, 32, allegedly took over $4,400 from the victim for a fake rental in Hauula, Hawaii, along with additional ticket fees. Authorities say Tanuvasa admitted to dishonesty during the transaction, leading to his March 31st arrest on felony theft by deception charges. Police Lieutenant Corey Klotz recommends using verified rental platforms like Airbnb and avoiding payment apps like Venmo to prevent fraud. Dixie High School has unveiled its new Dixie Teen Center, designed to support students facing homelessness by offering resources like food, supplies, a shower, and a laundry room. For a closer look at the impact, let's hear from Nick Fiala.
St. George's Dixie High School opened its new Dixie Teen Center Wednesday. The space comes with shelves of supplies students might be missing for whatever reason, and it also has a quiet place where they can work out stress away from the chaos around the classroom. Washington County School District At-Risk Coordinator Brian Gunnell said the center, which is for all students, may help address a hidden problem in the community.
The Teen Center is basically a resource center for students to come in and get anything they need, from a pencil to laundry, to food. They can even take a shower in there if they don't have that feasibility at home. Anybody who needs a stick of deodorant can come in and get a stick of deodorant. Anybody who needs 5 minutes to just chill and relax, you're welcome to come in and just enjoy the space. High school can be really chaotic, and sometimes kids just need a few minutes to decompress. And so they can go in there for 10 and 15 minutes and relax and then head back to class. A lot of people don't realize this, but we have a significant homeless population in St. George. And every year in the Washington County School District, we identify about 1,000 students that are classified as experiencing homelessness. Those students often have a whole bunch of barriers. Like, we all go through rough things, right? Like hard things in life where we have to claw through. And these kids just have more. And this center the purpose of it is to remove some of those barriers. I think in any community, it's kind of a hidden problem. Like, a lot of people go under the radar. Like, here we have kids that go to this school that don't have a home and are couch surfing, or we have kids here who have live in cars, in tents, and those kids need a safe place at school where they can come in and get some support. But the Teen Center is not just for those kids, it's for everybody. Any students, though, that need help, they are welcome to come into the Teen Center and get whatever they might need.
It is hoped that this new space will help students of all backgrounds to soar to new heights.
Thanks, Nick. Now we'll take a look at your weekend weather forecast, brought to you by Casablanca Resort and Casino. Today, St. George is partly sunny and is currently 80 degrees. This evening, temperatures will cool to 52 degrees. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy with a high of 83, and overnight temperatures will drop to around 54 degrees. In Mesquite, it is currently 84 with mostly sunny skies. Tonight, temperatures will dip to 59 degrees. Tomorrow, you should see a high of 88. Expect overnight lows around 60 degrees. And finally, in Cedar City, it is 66 degrees with partly cloudy skies, and tonight temperatures will cool down to 44. Tomorrow we'll see partly cloudy skies with a high of 71 and a low of 41 degrees. Dixie High School secured an exciting 2-1 overtime victory against Crimson Cliffs to claim sole possession of first place in Region 9 boys soccer, with Cruz Bracken scoring the decisive goal. For an in-depth look at the Region 9 title race and highlights from other matches, here's Aaron Crane with your local sports update.
Thanks, Monica. This past week in sports, in Region 9 boys soccer, Dixie pulled off a dramatic overtime win against Crimson Cliffs. edging the Mustangs 2-1 to move into the sole possession of first place in the standings. Cruz Bracken scored the game winner in extra time, helping the Flyers improve to 5-1 in region play. Pineview also picked up a key win over Desert Hills, while Snow Canyon shut out Cedar 2-0 behind goals from Diego Larios and Dallin Merrill. With the second half of the season underway, the Region 9 title race is heating up. Now back to you, Monica.
A Canyon View Middle School student struck by a vehicle on Interstate 15 in Cedar City Friday morning has been identified by family as 14-year-old Trinity Doris. Lori Mosley, a Doris family spokesperson, says Trinity is recovering at Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City after suffering multiple fractures and other injuries. Mosley expressed gratitude for the Good Samaritans who helped at the scene and highlighted the family's concern for the driver involved. Over 700 people gathered at Vernon Worthen Park in St. George for the Hands Off protest, joining over 1,300 similar events nationwide to voice concerns about the Trump administration's recent policies and executive orders. For more on the local turnout and the broader implications of these protests, let's hear from Eric George Gould.
Washington County Democratic Party Chair Chuck Good got people fired up at Vernon Worthen Park.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
Over 700 St. George residents attended the Hands Off event, one of an estimated 1,300 other similar protests in cities across the country on Saturday. The protesters voiced their disappointment with the recent policy changes and executive orders by President Donald Trump. Residents carried handmade signs in a march around the park, chanting as they went. Organizers told St. George News that the turnout was larger than anyone anticipated. Cedar City citizens also held a hands-off event on Saturday. For more on that, read the story.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5, brought to you by We Win Injury Law.